After 3 victories in the previous 4. Their man with the gloves today, as ever, is last year's double player of the year, Jose Sarr. Hugo Bueno injured his hamstring in the midweek defeat at Liverpool, so Johnny makes his first league start in some 4 months. Mario Lemina and Ruben Neves have built up a good understanding in the centre of the park, which releases those ahead to cause trouble. Pablo Sarabia starts a 6th game in a row, and Pedro Neto plays for the first time since ankle surgery in October. Diego Costa is the focal point, replacing Raul Jimenez. 3 changes in total, and despite being stretchered off at Fulham last weekend, Matheus Cunha is fit enough for the bench. Christian Stellini takes the Spurs team again today. Antonio Conte will return to the club tomorrow, a month after his gallbladder surgery. Fraser Forster starts his 6th successive game in place of the injured Hugo Lloris. There's a reshuffle at the back with Eric Dyer on the bench today and Ben Davis relocating to centre-half. Pedro Porro and Ivan Perisic coming out wide, with Emerson Royal missing out from the off after a knock. And there are goals and potential moments of magic from Kulusevski and the returning Son. And Harry Kane will look to add to his 4 goals in 8 Premier League appearances against Wolves. All 3 players to drop out are amongst the subs, along with Arnaud Danjuma.
The Wolves will look to make that numerical advantage, counter midfield, trying to free up Ruben Neves. They can get him on the ball. He can dictate the way the football match goes for his team. And Pedro Porro has been given the nod over Emerson Royal, the more attack-minded fullback. He will have his work cut out, chasing the recalled Pedro Neto down that left-hand side.
Point and for referee Tim Robinson taking charge of his. Wolves, Spurs all in their light blue. Points are, I'd love to grab all 3 here to maintain upward momentum.
8 possession.
On to Højbjerg. For so long, but he's still only 22 years of age. Kulusevski with the strike. Pedro Porro hits.
Kick-off. Pulling this Wolves team. Opts for the side-footed shot rather than the power. Back in front of him is getting the nod at left-back.
Porro making the run. This is Kulusevski, with plenty interested forward for Tottenham here. Son on his own, though.
Good football again by Spurs. Forward players, runners off the ball, allows that space for Son to roll inside.
Son trying to change in the angle. Here he is, and Skip will strike it. Shows
box to Johnny where the clearance is
on the front foot. Only the top 2s in the top flight than they have. Neto dispossessed. Ski trying to guide it.
Fortuitous in the build up, the way the ball ends. And as it drops to Kulusevski, just trying it back in its vital fingertip.
Here's Son firing it over. Perhaps works out for Tottenham as far as Son. Højbjerg. And Davis will hit it.
One moment in the game.
And from Son. Perisic
Defend the centre of the goal a lot more, and
Son leaves it. Porro strikes it. Jose Sarr seemed beaten. Spurs go again.
Hand side when all it needed was to calm the game opening. Gets himself across the goal really well. I think he would have got there if it was under.
Over the head of Semedo, a first intervention. Højbjerg swept the ball away. In for Son, and it takes a beating from Tottenham.
To the box. Wolves are looking for a foul. Attack quickly. Stands up Dawson. Little step over, which you see.
It is Kane. Wall firmly in the way.
He's always trying to get it away from the ball, I felt.
So in towards Jimenez. Stop from Forster.
Adamaa Traoré making that run into the channel, and all one and gets the defender stood up. Just shifts it for that half a yard. Jimenez attacks, gets a strong hand to it to parry it away to safety.
Tottenham corner from Son. Sarr under it from on the head of Ben Davis. And the header from Longley.
Yeah, Kulusevski, aggressive play coming in on his left foot.
Fair way out, but it's a decent...
Shifting it onto that left foot.
The skip. And the deflection.
It's all touched from the Wolves goalkeeper in midfield. And Tottenham.
Neves, always capable. So often a chance.
Ball hit from Ruben Neves. We were right behind it. The move Ruben Neves really struck through the ball.
João Moutinho. Tits. Forced to swat it away.
Box and finds Neves. Maybe had time to take a touch.
Back here for Tottenham. One's up there. Out to Neves.
Third time lucky. He tries really hard to keep.
Surrounded, but manages to. João Moutinho wins it base. Mateus Cunha!
Again, unfortunately, ball, but the build-up play was perfect. The pass from him in 2 minds. Does he want to go across?
Pedro Porro with room. In towards Kane.
His touch from Harry Kane was immaculate. Turn was good. Really well, trying to whip it. It did look initially a little bit of space, but they're good.
Lucas Moura was there with the Wolves. Perisic, and it's Emerson Royal missed the game in the FA Cup in a knee injury. Bess. Jimenez found a gap.
Well, Wolves have definitely deserved a terrific goal. Pass by João Moutinho, then the touch.
Wolves are working hard and it's in!
Wicked strike away as well. He parry it. In the past has been criticised, and Adaama Traore is the man to get.
And here come Tottenham. Davis.